Chapter 2. What is a computer? A computer stores, shares, and analyzes huge amounts of data. It can also perform complex math calculations. Although a CD compact disc can store information like music, it's not considered a computer because the CD itself can change information. Computers through time. Thousands of years ago, people made devices like the abacus to help them calculate complex math. In the 1600s, computing became a profession, and the word computer meant a person who makes calculations. Computers, the people use a tool called the slide rule to help them calculate. In 1944, during World War II, the first electronic computer was made. It was called Colossus Mark I and was used by the British government to crack secret German codes. In 1945, Americans created a faster computer called ENIAC, which stands for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, which was the first programmable general-purpose computer. Early computers were massive. They took up entire rooms. These computers were used by large businesses, governments, or researchers. The first mass-produced personal computer, the Apple II, was introduced in 1977. Owners could use the computer to run simple programs or play games. Today, computers are tiny and everywhere, including phones. Smartphones are considered computers because they run programs like messaging, photo editing, and maps. They store information like photos, contact information, and documents. They perform calculations with a calculator, with a clock, stopwatch, with maps. Smartphones are more powerful computers than the computer used on the rocket that took astronauts to the moon in 1969. Parts of a whole. Computers are made up of two parts: hardware and software. Hardware is the physical parts of a computer, like the keyboard, mouse, and screen. An easy way to determine whether part of a computer system is hardware is to look. If you can see it with your eyes, it's hardware. Software is the set of programs, instructions that tell a computer what to do, like phone applications, editing programs, and entertainment services. There are all kinds of software, from games for a gaming system, to the program that runs your microwave, to the web browser on your phone. Software is stored on storage devices, hardware like hard drives, flash drives, and CD. An application app is a program designed for the user to perform a task like take a photo. All applications are programs, but not all programs are applications. Some programs are for the computer's use only, not the person using the computer. A closer look at hardware. Hardware can be separated into different categories. Input refers to the parts used to send information to a computer, including a keyboard, mouse, game controller, and webcam. Storage refers to the parts that the computer uses to store information, including hard drives, USB flash drives, CDs, and RAM. USB, Universal Serial Bus Flash Drive, also known as a thumb drive or a USB stick, a portable plug-in device used to store information. RAM, Random Access Memory, a type of computer memory where information can be stored. Processing. In processing, parts of the computer run programs, interpret input, and supply output, including the Central Processing Unit CPU and the Graphics Processing Unit GPU. Central Processing Unit CPU. This is the brain of a computer. It receives input information and executes commands from other hardware and software. It is made up of the main memory, the control unit, and the arithmetic logic unit. Graphics processing unit GPU. This part of the computer focuses on graphics. Graphics are images of all kinds, pictures, animations, videos. The GPU delivers image, animations, and videos that can be viewed on the computer screen. If you want to get the best picture quality for your favorite computer game, you'll need a high-end GPU to make the graphics look good. Think of the CPU as a jack of all trades, like a handyman, and the GPU as the master of a trade, like a plumber. The CPU is great for completing a variety of everyday tasks well. The GPU specializes in processing display information quickly. You wouldn't want a handyman to replace all the pipes in your home. Instead, you would want your plumber to use his or her special skills to perform the task. Output refers to the parts that the computer uses to send information to you. This includes the projector, the monitor, the printer, speakers, and headphones. The parts of hardware all work together. Data information comes from the user, who may be a person or a computer, and goes through the input device into processing. Data can then be placed in storage, saved, or taken out of storage and then sent to the user. Is a touch screen an input or output part? It's both. The process is like digestion. We take in food, process it and store it, and then pass it out. A closer look at software. Application software, apps. Application software, apps are programs that allow the user to complete tasks. App is short for application. Word processors, internet browsers, and games are all examples of application software. Every app in phones App Store is also application software. There's a wide variety of application software, and programmers can specialize in one of the subcategories. For example, a web developer is a programmer who makes application software that runs on websites. A mobile developer is a programmer who writes application software for mobile devices like phones and tablets. A game developer is a programmer who develops application software video games. System software are the programs that make sure the individual hardware devices work together and properly with other programs. Operating systems, which are programs that communicate with hardware, allowing other programs to run in the background, like Windows on a laptop or iOS. The mobile operating system on an iPhone are examples of system software. Operating systems run in the background. You cannot see what they are doing on screen. The operating system makes it possible to install games, social media, and other apps on the phone. Applications cannot work without the system software. Hardware and software are pretty much useless on their own. Only when they are put together in a complete system do they become tools. For example, hardware plus software equal to final result. Camera plus photo app equal phone to take selfies. Keyboard plus printer plus word processing program equal printed party invitation. Car plus sensors plus cameras plus street navigation program equal self-driving car.